Welcome back to Big Clinky's zappy Fire Emblem Engage playthrough. Last time, we met Kasumi Yoshizawa after she got herself isekai into the world of Elios, and now goes by the name Yunaka. And now it's time to head back to her with the Somniel, because, yeah, I am definitely eager to talk about her as a character, and, with this I do like the fact that, Vale is here. Yes, that too.
Huh? Is that...
I like the fact that I'm going to talk about her there because you'll really see why Yunaka is so good when we get to the Somniel.
Hey! You're the girl I met in Flora Mill Town. Vale, wasn't it?
Why are you wearing chains around your bare ankles? Shouldn't that really hurt?
Oh, what a coincidence finding you here.
I'm glad to see you again. You left so abruptly last time. It really caught me off guard. Do you live around here?
No, she's just training to be the next Batman.
No, I'm just passing through. Well, looking for someone, really.
You're looking for someone in a village that just got massacred? That's not good.
Who are you looking for?
A person I must talk to again no matter what. My sibling.
You were separated then. I'm sorry. It's painful to be apart from one's family.
Well, I mean, we don't know if her sibling is dead like your mother is.
Do you have any idea where to look?
None. I don't even know what face to look for. We've been apart since I was very young. But they did give me something long ago. This.
What a pretty stone.
It's my good luck charm. I know that as long as I have this, we'll be reunited someday.
I'm sure you will. But don't forget to take care of yourself. Look, your leg's wounded.
This kind of thing happens all the time.
Yes, it's because you don't wear shoes.
It looks pretty deep. There. That ought to hold for a while.
Thank you. You're quite kind to help a complete stranger like me.
You're not a stranger. You saved my life, remember? That makes us friends, as far as I'm concerned. And friends help each other.
Friends?
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to friendship.
Should I not have said that?
No. I'm just so happy to have someone I can call a friend. It's like a dream. I can't recall the last time I was treated with such kindness.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Are you sure?
Thank you for the bandage. Hope to see you again.
There she goes. See you around, Vale.
Clearly she's had a hard life if she says something like that she can't remember when the last time she heard kindness was. I like how, I didn't notice this before, but Somi is in the sprites there. Ah, okay, Relay is open, Cafe Terrace is open, Records Hall is open, okay. Ah, okay, something's been found on the Lookout Ridge, proprietor of the Armory wants to speak to you. Okay, so a lot of things have just happened here. So, that's something being found on the Lookout Ridge, that is the first DLC emblem. If I go there, I will be triggering obtaining that, and not only do I not want to use that during the main story, but if you trigger the cutscene for this emblem ring now, you will actually miss out on some dialogue in that cutscene. If you want all the dialogue from that scene, you have to wait to obtain that emblem until you get a different emblem later. And that's what I'm going to be doing, hopefully. So I probably want to save a lot in the Somniel just in case I accidentally go there and get this emblem before I'm supposed to. Because, yeah, I don't want to miss out on that dialogue. Oh, hi, cat. Yeah, cats just get you milk and fish usually, whereas dogs get you steel and iron. And actually, yeah, this is a complaint that I have about this game. I really, really wish the animals were better balanced because, like, look at this. Now I can just, sadly, I probably do want to get rid of the cat. Because I definitely want to get out another dog. So, yep, I have 3 dogs already. Eventually this place will be 5 dogs. And the dog already felled me a silver ingot. But before we do anything in the Somnial, I'm gonna go over Yunaka.
Hey there! Look what you made me do.
It's that mysterious wanderer, Yunaka! So back in Chapter 5, I mentioned that Thief is more of a combat class than a utility one in Engage, and Yunaka exemplifies this. She has good dexterity and enough speed to double attack most things, especially when her weapons are so light, fairly decent bulk for someone so fast, 1 extra point of build over her class's typical base, and a base strength that might seem a little low, but bear with me. Her personal growth rates are pretty solid in everything except defense, and her class boosts them to a respectable 45% strength, and great 60% speed and dexterity, alongside a 50% resistance growth, letting her act as a mage killer at high levels. Her personal skill, Trained to Kill, which does not imply anything about her backstory at all, gives her plus 15 critical whenever she's in terrain with an avoid bonus, which synergizes extremely well with Thief being a covert class and receiving double terrain avoid. With this, Yunaka's intended playstyle is sitting in terrain, dodge tanking all incoming enemies, and obliterating them in return with crits. Though it's not until you have access to critical boosting Emblem engraves that she truly excels at this. And it should be noted this is much better on normal and hard than it is on maddening, where enemies will ignore characters they have 0 chance to hit. All of that seems pretty good, but what really makes Yunaka an excellent character in the early chapters is knife forges. Knives are incredibly cheap to forge, and the return on your investment is huge. With an early forge, Yunaka will obliterate most enemies for the next few chapters, even on maddening. And the few she doesn't kill are easy to finish off due to being poisoned. Alternatively, you can give her Marth's Emblem, and then she kills basically everything. Starting as a thief, though, is both Yunaka's biggest strength and weakness, because thieves are a special class and so need to reach level 21 before they can reclass to second tier classes with second seals. Yunaka's good default growths, especially in magic, imply she would be great reclassed, and this holds back that potential a bit. For that reason, and enemies being tougher, Yunaka tends to fall off in the mid to late game on maddening mode, but she's still excellent early on, and on normal and hard, she's viable for the whole game. And Micaiah is here too. But now that I've discussed that dagger forges on Yunaka are really, really good, let's go ahead and do one of those. At least try. So let's see, this iron dagger that she has. Oh, okay, yes, I can actually forge it pretty high. So yeah, the might to resources ratio for daggers is very, very, very efficient. So if I wanted to, I could probably... it's gonna use most of my steel to do that. And all of my iron. Yeah, for like literally half that much, I can... Wow, okay, that's not efficient. That's only a boost of 1 might for basically double the resources. But yeah, I can take this thing's might from 5 all the way up to 13. So I will do that. And that's before you apply an engrave to it. Also, yeah, we have access to Micaiah's engrave now, so what does that do? Lowers weight, increases avoid and critical avoid, but also lowers might. Yeah, increasing avoid can be kind of nice. I don't like that lowering might, though. But raising avoid on Yunaka, lowering it by 3 might is a lot, especially since Yunaka will be doubling almost all the time. Which weapon has the holy engrave on it? Oh, that does right now. Actually, I kind of think for now I want to switch the holy engrave over to this.
I'll be here.
And as I promised before, I am going to be using that energy drop on Yunaka, because like I said, she doubles consistently, so I'm going to be getting a lot of mileage out of this extra strength. Now, who gets that talisman? Yeah, Yunaka's resistance growth is pretty decent already, but I can give her this now as a boost to her mage killing abilities. Thief in this game isn't really a mage killer like ninjas are in Fates, but it can still do pretty effectively against them. So here is the Records Hall. You can edit your profile card and view the cards of others. And we can also do that from the menu. Firstly, I also want to get this. It's probably, oh no, it's a spirit gem. Yeah, sometimes you don't find horse manure there, as I said. But okay, we can check this place out. So this lets you customize a profile card. There's actually a lot of fun things you can do with this. I feel like it's kind of an underrated aspect of this game. So we can take a photo in any of the locations of the Somniel, for example. Oh, the fountain looks nice. Let's just put Somi there. And Cheerful Somi. Wait, this staff's color... I didn't realize that Somi's staff colors were all named after, like, foods. Well, we can put Yunaka there. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm just too tempted to just put everyone here in Somi outfits. Yeah, we've got a lot of different poses we can put them into. Unfortunately, you can't put emblems in the Somi outfit. And so, I present to you Alira starts a Somi cult while Sigurd looks on saying, "What have I gotten myself into?" So yeah, this is basically all, like, this reminds me a lot of the chat system in the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games, just like phrases, but yes, carefree to engage! Favorite character, for now, I'm gonna put Louis because I like Armor Knights. Favorite map. Oh, okay, you can only choose the ones you've played, but all of these? What are these? Well, I'll explain those in a moment. Out of all the ones I've played, honestly, I quite like the Stolen Ring. I like the way that looks. And I often like using greens. Okay, Sigurd's icon looks pretty cool. Let's do that. Oh, even Lumera gets an icon. Yunaka's is pretty nice, though. That one looks silly. And yeah, you can put stamps of, like, sprites on things. Oh, I have a few of these. This is actually the background I use for my bios. I just make it black and white. What was this? Actually, no, let's do the Somi one. Also, there's this. But yes, Somi, obviously. Oh, wow, okay. New mystery of the... Oh, that's cool. You have all of the game titles, even the Japan-only ones. Okay, so I believe that would be Sigurd and that would be Micaiah. So yeah, these all represent a particular emblem. Oh, I can't actually say... Can I say engage? I don't even think I can put my game hero title as engage. Well, I guess I can put Radiant Dawn because that's my other favorite Fire Emblem game. Oh, and if we put this card, we can see how much we've deployed everyone. I've deployed Vander more than I've deployed Alear? How is that even possible? While I'm here, I'll get my Alear's Arm Day in. You know, I haven't actually shown these others. Personally, I don't really do most of these other ones, because I just like the strength boost more than HP or Dex. Also, I'm not good at button mashing, so this is going to be an experience.
Perfect. Looking good. You've got this.
I just noticed John is in the background training, too.
Perfect. Looking good.
Yeah, I've tried these sit-ups before, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
You've got this. Great job. I'm so
It was a thing in gym class. I was not great at it. Yeah, I do prefer the strength boost, but I do want to show all
this
the
again
mini games
sometime.
at some time. Okay, there's something over there at the well, but before I do that, remember how it said the proprietor of the armory wants to speak to you? Well, let's go talk to them first. Oh, hi, clan. You're not the owner of the armory? You are.
I don't know.
Lost a weapon down in the back garden near the well. Okay, well, let's head back there. That lost weapon didn't happen to be cursed by Sombron, did it? Because I don't see any other reason why the well would be doing that. We get, I'm not even gonna, I'm so sorry, I'm horrible with French, I don't want to butcher that pronunciation. So we get a spear and an axe. Many people very correctly guessed that these were teasers for the DLC, and they are. Because these were provided for free via an update, a little before the Fell Xenologue DLC went live.
This here.
Okay, so it's like one of those Zelda things where you drop a mundane thing in the well and it comes out magically enchanted. So it seems like these two weapons come from parallel universes, but now we have access to the ancient well. I said in the last part that you can sell unneeded weapons for more gold, but you can also use them for this feature. In fact, now I think about it, I probably should have used the DLC stat boosters on this. In fact, that's actually what I did on one of my playthroughs. So okay, let's go back to the well and explain how that works.
Divine One, we have been getting reports lately of a strange presence coming from this well.
But when the Fell Xenologue DLC did release, this happens.
I have not been able to find anything unusual about it, but perhaps you should investigate.
You can access the Fell Xenologue from the ancient well. You do not have to complete it all at once, you can return to the world of the main story between chapters if you like. The Fell Xenologue also has a difficulty setting separate from that of the main game. This is very important to know because the Fell Xenologue is a lot harder than the main game. Do not play the Fell Xenologue on Maddening for your first time. Trust me, you will end up hating it, don't do this. Save Maddening for if you really want to challenge yourself. You get the same rewards from it regardless of what difficulty you play it on, but yeah, these are the DLC chapters. I will be showing those as post-game. Your character's levels do not carry over to the Fell Xenologue, but their Emblem bond levels do. So there is merit in doing this later when you have higher bond levels on emblems. Trust me, it makes the Fell Xenologue significantly easier. But what I want to show here is transforming items. So, if we have some, say, you know, items that are lying around, like this one-use vulnerary, I don't really want to get rid of that pure water. Yeah, I got a spare surge that I don't need from a tile on the last map, so let's throw that in. A few spare slim lance that I don't need. And that is all that I can throw in. I'm throwing in 5 items. It's only a 2-star upgrade chance, though. The upgrade chance is based on the total value in gold of all the items you throw into the well. So, when we next come to the Somniel, we'll get something out of this well, but with only a 2-star upgrade chance, it's not going to be all that much. But I'll just say it here, the well is how you get the SP manuals. So now we have access to the dining hall.
Hi.
And Etier is on cooking duty, which means that the only person who will be pleased with this is Akihiko, and he's not even in this universe. So here we can order a meal. Order meal, sit with your allies. If the meal is prepared well, your allies will receive a stat boost in the next battle. Dine with your allies to earn support points. This is another way to increase support between multiple characters more easily. The chef may pack some leftovers for you. This is the packed lunch that I talked about in Celica's skills, the favorite food skill. This is what you need for that. You take this into the next battle, but you automatically dispose of it the next time you obtain another packed lunch. So you can only have one packed lunch at a time. So you always dine with Aaliyah, but you can choose 2 others to dine with. And yes, let's go with Yunaka first. So I like to pick somebody who also supports with, hey, none of you have any season lock with each other. Yeah, let's go with Louis. So it usually defaults to a dish that both people like and that the chef is decent at. But here, okay, Louis neutral on this. Etier is skilled at potato pancakes, and that will give +1 defense and resistance for the next battle. Also, yes, these are what all of these food items you can get out of animals and other resources in the Somnial do. So this will give plus speed, though, even though Etier is not perfect at it. They're also divided into, like, dishes for the different kingdoms, which is cool. Oh, okay, so Etier is good at these because they're all Pyrenees dishes. Why do we have access to Brodian dishes now? Do we happen to have someone from Brody here and not realize it? I wonder. Okay, Yunaka likes that. Louis is neutral. I think let's go for, like, I'd love to have potato pancakes in real life, by the way. So we choose the ingredients, and then we can also give it an extra topping. I think this would probably go better with a rare vegetable than a rare fruit.
I don't do anything by halves. How come these utensils aren't weighted? Another win for Etier.
Yummy!
What was the idea behind this dish?
Okay, only a C rank, but hey, +2 dexterity and another plus stats for all allies is pretty nice.
Carry this around. It'll be good training.
She packed lots of leftover potato pancakes. Again, I would really go for potato pancakes right now. But we've got Etier's meal, so we can give that to whoever has Celica's emblem. We'll also get some achievements for that. So I don't think I've claimed achievements for a little while, so let's do that. Only like 400 bond fragments, but every little bit counts. So the characters' responses to getting a bad meal here are hilarious. And hopefully we'll be seeing more of those later. Oh, there's a new feature at the ring chamber. Oh, it's probably just Micaiah's bond rings, isn't it? So, for Micaiah's bond rings... somebody in the developers must have had a trollish sense of humor, because they made two of the most hated skills from Radiant Dawn the only bond ring skills Micaiah gets. The first is Soth's Bane, which gives a chance of reducing an enemy to 1 HP. Can be okay in some situations. Like, oftentimes I've always said that if it activates on your first attack, then you can quite easily finish off the enemy. And some enemies are immune to this. And then you have Mercy from Elincia. Again, one of the most hated Radiant Dawn skills. This ensures that whoever has this equipped cannot kill enemies. They will leave them with 1 HP. Might actually be alright on Vanda, now that I think about it. But basically it's only useful if you want to train somebody. And there are much easier ways of training people, such as Micaiah herself with Great Sacrifice. So overall, Micaiah's bond rings are not the best. Now that I'm at the arena, I can show something that was pointed out to me in comments. If I save here, and then fight a match in the arena...
It's that mysterious wanderer, Yunaka!
I love that quote.
I have been waiting for this.
So we're fighting against Vandy. If I was to quit and reload my save, and then do this fight with somebody that Vanda supports with... Alfred's one of those.
Alfred has arrived!
I am Vander, 32nd Steward of the Dragon.
So the opponent that you fight in the arena is fixed. Which means that you can use this to wreak support gains. See, now I've unlocked a new support conversation. I don't think I'll do it for the rest of this, but it's something that is nice to know, because the arena is the best way to gain support
You look
points.
tough. I'd better be careful.
Now I'm going to get the actual level up I wanted out of
I am
Yunaka.
Saline, Princess of Firene.
Hey, I actually won.
There, you won that time. So it works out better in the long run. Ah, not quite enough for it to level up, Sean. I probably should reload and give Jean 2 arena matches, but I would like to show that support between Alfred and Vanda, because I don't think I've ever seen that before. But I am going to do a little bit of emblem leveling here, and by a little bit, I mean I'm just going to level Yunaka with Marth, because I actually really like Marth on Yunaka. Oh wow, I'm so sorry, Yunaka.
You got me.
You speak with a most unusual dialect, Yunaka. Where did you pick it up exactly?
Oh, nowhere. I'm one of a kind. Want to give it a try? Say it with me. Zappy!
I mean, at least it's a better dialect than randomly turning your W's to V's for no explained reason. Athena, she's a weird character in Marth's game that just... I forget if she's any better in Heroes, I doubt she is. Yeah, I don't know, like, I always felt like she was just like a one-note joke character, and she wasn't even that amazing of like a combat unit. Oh right, I probably do want to level Jean with Micaiah a little bit.
Hi there, I'm Jean, a doctor in training.
I'm Micaiah. Let's make this match a good one.
Yeah, back in the day, there's probably a lot of people who would have liked to have someone punch Micaiah in the face, but it's really interesting, like, with Micaiah as a character, is that she used to be despised back when Radiant Dawn first came out. Sorry for talking over everyone's dialogue, but now she's almost universally loved.
You can heal people without medicine or a staff, right? That's incredible.
Yes, it used to be terrible, but now it's been upgraded to great sacrifice, and it's actually amazing.
Thank you, but it takes a lot out of me, so it's not something I can do all the time.
And if you use it, it takes a lot out of you, too. I love seeing people on 1H. I don't know why. For some reason, I mean, I like Veronica Taylor as a voice actress. Micaiah's voice always comes across as unintentionally creepy to me. It's just... like, the reputation she has regarding Soth doesn't help matters. Oh, and while I'm on the inventory menu, important thing to do, after the first Fog of War chapter, remember to put all of your Fog of War specific items in the convoy, because you won't need them for a while. I guess Boucheron can take the hammer right now, there's no one better who can use that. Oh yes, and you give your men staff to Jean, because I'm not going to keep Micaiah on you. I just noticed here, Yunaka has the highest physical attack of my entire army right now. Yeah, that really shows the value of knife forges. Finally, the Tower of Trials is available. But I'm not going to be covering this just yet. This is an online multiplayer feature that, honestly, I have never really used much. I love the single player of this so much that I haven't even needed to touch the multiplayer to enjoy this game. But it's cool they included some online multiplayer here. So you can earn rewards by taking on challenges at the Tower of Trials. Tempest Trials is not an online mode, I'll just say. You basically fight through several maps, and you can set the difficulty before you start. In Relay Trials, this is online. Basically, you fight for like a turn, and then you take turns and you swap out to other people's armies. It's kind of cool to see just how people have trained the various characters in this game. And then Outrealm Trials is similar to that one mode in Heroes, where you can make your own defensive fortress, and then upload that map so that other people can play against your team, but AI controlled. The Tempest Trials, though, like I said, these are actually not online, and also all items used are restored at the end, and your allies are also restored to their pre-trial state. That means that they're resurrected from death. If that happens, you'll get some experience and other rewards for battles you cleared at the end of a trial. So here's the thing. The reason why I don't like doing this is because it gives you extra experience, and I feel like the story isn't really balanced around that. So I don't think I'll be using this much. But this is the only way, aside from the expansion pass bonus, to get these crystals. These crystals are used to essentially forge engaged weapons. Oh, these aren't even unlocked until Chapter 11 anyway. I jumped the gun there. You need relay tickets to do relay trials, and you get those, I believe, like, as time passes in the real world. Now, we've been using the Sigurd style for a few chapters, so I'm going to switch over to Marth style now. And it's that time again. Time for supports. So we've got a lot more of these unlocked now. Alir with Louis and Yunaka, Vander with Alfred, Clan and Jean. Wasn't expecting to get that, actually. Etier and Boucheron. Oh, I'll start with Aaliyah's as usual.
Louis? What are you doing there?
Oh, hello, Divine One. I wasn't doing anything of note, really. Merely observing those two over there chatting with one another.
Okay. And you're doing that... why?
That is the question, is it not? There are all sorts of philosophical implications to the simple act of asking why. To which I suppose I would respond, for edification.
So you watch people chat in order to learn things?
Precisely. There is deep meaning in these seemingly simple encounters.
Wait, Aaliyah's saying that it means learning things. Now I know why Muriel would always say, I feel edified in Awakening.
Through observation, many delightful and subtle details reveal themselves. When one treats them as one would treat a gallery piece, can there possibly be any harm?
Yes, there's no harm whatsoever in looking at people as if they were objects in a museum.
I think maybe there can. What's right or wrong goes beyond rules and laws. There's courtesy and decency.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure don't stare at people without their permission intensely is probably up there when it comes to indecent.
If you knew they didn't like being watched, you'd stop, right?
But of course, Divine One.
I'd stop, just as long as it takes me to go to my room and get binoculars.
I would never elevate my appreciation above their own comfort.
Just so we're clear. Well then, I guess I'll leave you to it.
Very good, Divine One. I trust that I have eased any concerns you had.
Yes, I was just worried you were a stalker for a second, which honestly is kind of a fair assumption. Louis he's a character who I like in gameplay, but his personality, I'm not really a huge fan of it. Like, it's not awful, but he kind of ranges from borderline creepy to just boring to me. Yunaka, on the other hand, I very much like all of her supports.
Impressive work out there today, Yunaka.
Whoa, what? I got praise from the Divine One? Zappy! I'm thrilled. Beyond thrilled.
Fram is just in the bushes watching, going, "The Divine One praised someone who isn't me, Yandere mode activated."
I'm serious. Skills like yours are in high demand. You must have been a mercenary or something.
Right, mercenary, yeah. You could tell? I mean, obviously I've merked a time or two, no big deal.
I thought so. With strength like yours, you must be pretty well known, too.
Sure, I mean, yep, people know me.
All the people who know me are dead. I mean, no, I didn't mean to say that.
I'll bet some of our allies are well acquainted with your reputation already. I'll have to ask around. There must be stories.
No, I mean, could I ask you to maybe not do that?
What? Why?
Because I lied. Again. I've never been a mercenary. You said it and it sounded nice, so I went with it. I'm sorry.
I'm confused.
You asked me about my past. I panicked. And just like always, I hid behind a lie. I'm truly sorry, Divine One. I should not have deceived you. You were only trying to praise me, and I just had to go and ruin it. I'll take my leave.
Yunaka.
It's kind of obvious what Yunaka may have been in the past. And it's also obvious how she feels about that, but how that's treated in a lot of her supports is really interesting. I also find it, like, another aspect of her I find interesting, the fact that she is kind of a bit of a compulsive liar, but she's also horrible at lying. She's good at impressions and acting, but she's a terrible liar.
Vander, I owe you an apology.
For the fact that we reset the timeline just to get this support?
An apology? What for?
I messed up big time. If I'd been quicker about getting to Lithos, I could have saved Queen Lumera.
Oh, okay, wow, this is a darker support than I thought.
I know the Queen meant a lot to you. I'm really sorry she's gone.
You are mistaken, Prince Alfred. If there is blame to cast, I bear as much as you. More, in fact, as I was her retainer. So you see, you have nothing to apologize for.
But
Without your presence, Prince Alfred, our losses may have been even greater.
This is very much true.
As I see it, I have ample reason to thank you and none to resent you.
Well,
If you say so. Happy to help. Hey, is it okay with you if I visit again?
Of course. Let us share stories of happier times with Queen Lumera.
Happier times, huh?
Indeed. I think Queen Lumera would prefer that to brooding over our failures. Don't you?
Yeah, I like that Lumera's death still has an impact on supports. I feel like Mikoto barely was mentioned in other supports, and the few times she was, it was for kind of all the wrong reasons.
Oh, dash it all. Face it, Jean. You're lost. It'll cause a fuss if I don't get back soon.
Jean, is everything all right?
Oh, hello, Clan.
Were you crying? Did something happen?
I wasn't crying. I was just a bit anxious from losing my way, that's all. Our forces are getting hurt quite a lot lately. I came here to forage for healing herbs.
Okay, he does say herbs with his accent, that is correct.
Oh, really? That's very helpful of you.
I found the herbs I needed, but then I got caught up in my work. And the next thing I know...
You got lost.
What about you, Clan? Why are you here?
I'm here for herbs too. The kind I need to make pickles.
And Clan says herbs.
Oh, so, do you know the way back?
Oh, yes. I come here a lot, so I can help you get back safely.
Thank the Divine Dragon that you did not end up running into Boucheron instead of Clan.
That would be very kind of you.
You have to pay close attention to your surroundings when going into the forest alone.
You're right, of course. I'll be more careful next time.
Good thing I happened to run into you, huh? Let's go home. Thank
you, Clan.
I've never seen that support before, it's pretty nice. Sort of like, yeah, it's nice to have like sort of a senior kind of relationship there because, I said before I take the data mind ages with a grain of salt, but I do agree with Clan and Fram's data mind age of 16, whereas Jean is meant to be younger than that. Now, I'm not expecting good things from this support.
Are you ready yet, Boucheron?
Ready for what?
Let me guess, strength training?
Ready to tell me what you're mixing into your food to get those muscles?
Oh, I guess not quite, but close.
Not this again. I've told you before that it's got nothing to do with my diet.
I'm just naturally huge.
That's what you say, yes. But today, I'm going to get the truth.
I'm just imagining like 5 Cyclops appearing on Boucheron right now.
But that is the truth. Muscles come naturally to me. That's the long and the short of it.
I mean, he does have the highest natural build growth in the game, so it makes sense.
Still sticking to that story, huh? Because I should tell you up front that I've been watching you, Boucheron.
Etier, you've spent too much time around Louis.
You have. And?
And I know you don't do anything but fish or read all day after training each morning. There I am, working up a sweat, while you sit under a tree with a book or a pole. There's no way you can do that and still stay in such incredible shape. So I assume that whatever you're doing on the sly really works.
All right, listen.
Wait, are you using magic? Unbelievable. The lengths you'll go just for some muscles.
No, it's nothing like that. In fact, it's nothing at all. I'm done arguing with you about this. People shouldn't see the prince's retainers quarreling. Good day, Etier.
Right. That's just what he'd say if he was hiding something.
I'll get the truth out of that dastardly Boucheron, mark my words. Just the direction that I went with in my head when just hearing that, but no, actually no, that was a little better than I was expecting. Like, the early Firene characters have some kind of, you know, one-note supports, but there are some pretty good ones, like Alfred in particular. This is why it's kind of a shame Alfred's not like a better combat unit, because Alfred has a lot of very good supports. I kind of recommend using him just for that. You know, I probably should... Well, 1, actually pet and feed Sommy, but 2, change his look a little. Since we're going to be leaving Firene soon, let's go with a more floral look. Let's go with a blue scarf for Firene. Let's head to the world map now to close things off, because our next destination will be appearing shortly. Well, that's our next story destination, but my next destination is here. From one village ruined by bandits to... another village ruined by bandits that is now their hideouts. In a bandit stronghold, a little thief is looking for treasure. Find out what thief and what treasure next time. Also, there are dogs here.